Shit, what's good with y'all, man? I just want to go real quick. This ain't gonna take long, as usual. Um, just gonna go through the wholesale process from beginning to end. All right, and it's real quick. Okay, and always, man, go catch the book, How to Wholesale Real Estate in Georgia. You understand me? If you trying to get your feet wet, trying to get in there and get you a deal. I'm gonna go through real quick though. Just a few simple steps. First, of course, you gonna find you somebody who wants to sell a house now. You can find you have a deal when you can like see the money before it's there. So you don't have a deal if the house on Zillow is worth 150 and the seller wants 150. You know that's not a deal. So, but if the house is on Zillow for 150 and the seller say wants, 85. So, all right. So now you got a deal. So, or just say the seller wants 70, you know. So you'll get a contract with the seller, and that'll just say, hey, I'm gonna buy your property for however much you say you want it. And then you're gonna find you a buyer, right? So the buyer is, but you'll have due diligence. This is the period of time you'll have to find you a buyer. So your buyer, say you find you a buyer, you got it under contract for 70. Say the buyer is willing to pay 100 for it, all right? So now you give the buyer what's called an assignment contract, and saying that they're gonna pay you. They're gonna get the house for 70,000, but in order to get it, they're gonna pay you an assignment fee of $30,000. All right, so they're basically gonna be paying $100,000. But it's not like they're paying $100,000 for the house. The house is actually for 70,000, so they're getting it at a pretty good discount because Zillow say the house is worth 150 today. All right. So after you get this contract with the seller, which is called a purchase agreement, and then you go and grab your contract with the buyer, which is called an assignment agreement, you're going to take both of those agreements to a closing attorney. And it can be any closing attorney that you can find, but you're going to take both of those agreements, the purchase agreement and the assignment agreement, to the closing attorney. The closing attorney is then going to review it. They're going to put the title. They're going to put the title. They're going to review the title, make sure it's clear. And if the title is clear of any defects, they're going to set up a closing date based off what you put in the purchase agreement. All right. So at this point, your job is really done. So you take both of those contracts to the closing attorney. The closing attorney will get you a closing date, and you basically sit back, you wait on your check. So they're gonna ask you if you wanted to get it wired or whatever, but that's the entire wholesale process in a nutshell. Now, of course, there's work in between it, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all got any questions, you can go ahead and drop them, or you can just hit me up. But of course, it's work getting the crib, finding a good deal. But once you get it, you just get that house under contract. Then you go and, you have your buyers, because if you read the book, you go get your buyers list first. So you get your buyers, you have your buyers foaming at the mouth waiting to pay. You let them know that they're going to be paying whatever, 30, 20, 40, 50, whatever, for this contract. And they're going to be getting the house for a certain amount. Boom, you take both of those contracts to a closing attorney that's in your area, and they will handle the rest. That's it. All right? Yeah, I just wanted to chop it up, Richard. Much love. Holla at y'all. Peace.